Pokemon. You know them, you love them, but what if they were just a little bit different? So recently, I've been playing some Pokemon, and one of the newer additions that I've really grown to love is regional variants, where old Pokemon are sort of reinvented in order to fit in with the aesthetic of a new region. So this is basically explained as Pokemon taking on the adaptations necessary to survive in a new environment. And I love this not only because it's super fun to see a Pokemon get another design that I might like better than the original, but seeing an old favorite change and express something new about the real-life culture that a new Pokemon game is based on never fails to bring a smile to my face. I love this so much, in fact, that I decided that I wanted to try this for myself. So today, we'll take a look at 3 Pokemon which I've personally redesigned based on plants, animals, and culture from Asia. And yeah, I know that Pokemon is a Japanese game, so there are already a lot of Pokemon with heavy Japanese influence. But I thought it would be fun to pull concepts from various countries all across Asia. It's a little bit different from my usual content, but I hope you still enjoy it. So the first Pokemon that I wanted to try and make a regional variant for is Koffing. While Koffing is typically associated with smog, it's also come to be associated with explosives, thanks to its ability to access the move Self-Destruct. I wanted to combine that aspect of Koffing with the Lunar New Year, an important holiday in many Asian countries, and a time that is heavily associated with fireworks, a type of celebratory explosive that was invented in China. I decided to combine this Pokemon with a string of firecrackers in order to give it a distinct look that sets it apart from the original. I also had the idea to have Koffing shoot fireworks from its craters, but that comes in much later. Keeping in with the theme of Lunar New Year, I decided to change Koffing's colors from its iconic purple to red and yellow, and I also played around with the symbol on its stomach. I jumped back and forth between different iconographies such as the Chinese character for fortune or a traditional knot, but I decided that these designs were too complicated and wouldn't read well from far away. Instead, I settled on a symbol that was reminiscent of the coin on Meowth's head. This symbol was way less complicated and was already recognizable to Pokemon fans. The coin iconography also conveys one of the central themes of the Lunar New Year, which is good fortune. As you can see in the final product, I decided to include the final rendered version, as well as the lower resolution kind of mini pixel art version that I used to experiment with the design. I also decided to sidestep having to make up fake regional names by just calling the Pokemon Eastern Koffing. This will be the standard for the rest of the Pokemon in this video. So, since I started this video off with a regional variant for Koffing, I would be remiss if I didn't follow up with what its hypothetical evolution might look like. Especially since Koffing and its evolution Weezing are some of my favorite Pokemon. For this regional variant of Weezing, I wanted to expand on the festive explosives idea that I had with Koffing. I decided to replace Weezing's entire second head with a dragon head rocket, like the one used in the Disney animated film Mulan. Historically, the Chinese did use a missile with a head shaped like a dragon. The Huolong Chushui, or Fire Dragon Out of Water, was a 2-stage rocket and is one of the world's earliest ballistic missiles. I originally wanted the entire second head to launch forward at enemies, kind of like the Pokemon Dragapult. But a friend told me that really didn't make any sense, and yeah, he was right. Instead, I gave the rocket a nose that resembled a crater from elsewhere in Weezing's design for the rocket to have a plausible way to launch explosives at someone. At first, I wasn't planning on adding the tail, but I wanted to include some firecracker elements from Eastern Koffing, and I have to admit I really like how it turned out. Adding the tail really made this regional variant feel more distinct from the original. I also decided to change its expression from a frown to a celebratory smile. Since this Pokemon is no longer a poison type and is instead associated with joyful festivities, I thought that it would be more appropriate for its expression to reflect that. A lot of official regional variants from the games are given different personality traits, and I decided I wanted to continue that tradition. For the last Pokemon of this video, I wanted to go with something a little bit different from my previous 2 designs. So I combined the Pokemon Forretress with a durian, a popular fruit native to Borneo and Sumatra, which are islands in Southeast Asia. Durian is a rather popular fruit among many cultures in Asia, but it's infamous for its pungent smell. With this design, I tried to make the face opening for Forretress look as if someone had taken a slice out of the fruit, and I tried to incorporate the stem of a durian into the 4 cannons on each side of the Pokemon. I also eventually played around with elements like an extra stem, which I felt took away too much attention from the cannons that were supposed to represent the Pokemon's actual stem, so I removed it. I also decided to make this Pokemon's typing Grass Bug instead of Grass Poison. The reason being that although Grass Poison played into the stinky nature of durians, the typing has been done a lot already, and the point of Forretress is that it's a bug pretending to be some type of plant. So there you have it, 3 Pokemon regional variants based on culture and food from all over Asia. I had a lot of fun doing this, and it was a nice quick thing to do while I plan out my more time-consuming content. So if you enjoyed what you saw, I would appreciate it if you left a like to let me know if this is something I should continue doing. It also helps get my content to more people who might enjoy it. And with that, I'll see you next time for more content on Asian history and culture.